here we are at KX 93.5. We're going inside for an interview for the fish fry that's this Saturday, 12 noon at Bluebird Park in Laguna Beach. Hold on. Okay, here we are at KX 93.5. We're waiting for Clayboy. He should be here any moment. Let's go inside. The guys right there. They're on the scene. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Stan. How are you?
All right. Hi, Clay.
Soul Coughing on KX 93.5, Laguna's only FM. Good morning, I'm Tyler Russell, and we're joined in studio by the organizers of the 8th annual Fish Fry in Laguna Beach. It happens on Saturday at noon at Bluebird Park. Clay Berryhill is here. Good morning, Clay. How are you?
What up, Tyler? Good to see you.
Nice to see you back in studio. And Steve Battaglia, longtime organizer of this event, in studio with us as well. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Tyler. How you doing?
Stand down and say hello over there in the corner.
Hello there, Tyler.
Stan's here because he's the musical portion of the thing. So why don't we start with Steve and just talk a little bit about the history of the Fish Fry. Of course, this year is dedicated to the late Jerry Piper of Laguna Auto Parts. Talk about the history of you guys starting it and kind of what it's become.
Okay, first of all, I want to say that this started 8 years ago behind Laguna Beach Auto Parts store with myself, Jerry Piper, and Alfred DeVito. And it was started out as a real small, just local people that would come into the auto parts store, and we caught a lot of fish, so we wanted to do something and have a party and give it away. Well, as years went by, it got bigger and bigger and bigger, so we decided to go to Bluebird Park, which was exactly the perfect thing for the community, for everybody, and have a perfect place to have a good event. Also too, oh God, it's hard to say, but this is in memory of Jerry from the auto parts store, and all the donations are going to go to the Glenwood House Foundation in memory of Jerry, because he loved kids. We all love kids, and I think it's a good thing for the community to get together. It's going to be $10 for a donation, which the money will be donated to Glenwood. It's going to be a raffle, and we have lots of prizes. The food's all going to be cooked by Gigi's Restaurant, Mozambique, the White House Restaurant, and Adolfo's Restaurant. And they're going to do all the cooking and provide other food along with that. And we're here to support our friend Jerry, and this is a legend that'll always go on. And it's just...
What would it have meant to Jerry to know that you guys are continuing this?
Oh, he'll know. He'll be there. It'll be incredible, because I talked to his family, and they're just incredible. It'll mean amazing. It just be amazing to him, because he helped everybody in this town.
Yeah.
Everybody. He never turned anybody away. I had a story one time where I'm sitting there with him, and this guy comes in from in town. He had this oil for like 20 years. And all of a sudden the guy walks in, and Jerry was such a good person, he didn't care. The guy goes, "Hey, do you mind if I return this oil?" And Jerry goes, "Oh no, give me the oil. That's a problem. No problem." I'm like, "Jerry, it's 20 years old, you know, come on." But he was like that, and he helped all the kids at the high school. If something was wrong with their car or something, he would teach them. He wouldn't do it, he would show them how to do it. But the Fish Fry just became bigger and bigger, and it just is absolutely incredible thing. And I'm glad to be part of it, and we'll always keep it, and this is in memory of Jerry.
There's a sign out on our lobby when you walk in that says all the people that helped us build this radio station, and we probably made 1,000 trips across the street to Laguna Auto Parts to get little this and a bolt and a screw here, and I mean, he was like, "What are you guys doing over there?" I mean, you know, we're building a radio station, and we used everything from him. So I know what you mean, how helpful and just kind-hearted he was.
Oh yeah, and I would go there every day after work, and we'd have our beers, you know, we just hang out and talk fish, and just all got along really well, and we fished a lot all together.
Yeah.
You know, that's where a lot of it first started, when we got our fish. Just, let's give it away, let's just give it all away, and that's what we did. So now this is a good moment for a fundraiser and dedication of him.
So Clay, talk a little bit about how this is turning in from a very grassroots fundraiser, where Jerry would literally, or Steve would hand out cash to people in need after the fundraising portion of it, and now Glenwood's on board, and you've got flyers, and you're organizing it, and all that stuff.
Well, I think just listening to Steve, you can understand why I'm involved. It's very touching, and I know Steve and Dee, and was, like everybody else who grew up in Laguna, a customer of Laguna Auto Parts. So I just, you know, they talked about this a few times. I've only been once myself a few years ago, and I was amazed at, for such a small promotion effort, how many people turned out. And they skipped it last year after Jerry's passing, and then they're back at it this year. And Steve said, you help us think about how to promote this and get it a little bit organized. So I just stepped in, and you know, with the contacts I have in town and these great guys, said, okay, let's create this, let's make this an event, let's make this an event that can carry forward. So we created a logo for the Laguna Beach Anglers, which is really a loosely organized group of guys that love to fish. And their hearts and souls are in the right place. And we all know that charity isn't just for people with thick wallets. Charity comes from the heart, and it comes from giving time. And it became so evident to me that these guys were in it for all the right reasons, that I said, okay, I'm going to do what I can, pull what resources I have, contact the local media like yourself, and see if we can get this out to a larger community here in town,
Right.
and really make this more of a sanctioned event at Bluebird Park. And really that's what we're hoping to do this year. And we have no idea how many people are going to show up. It's going to be a great event.
Yeah.
It could be 200, it could be 1,000,
Yeah.
but it's as local of an event as you get.
Well, the $10 that you pay to get in, all of that goes to Glenwood House, which I think is really admirable. You can't say that about a lot of fundraisers. So.
Right.
Yeah, because I went through that before, and it was just a real hassle to try to get some right answers. Like, they were telling me, oh, you can't give money to kids, and it's like, well, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, and that's what I did. And the White House, they were really good at that by donating lunches to the kids and all that. But yeah, it's all, every penny goes to them.
Right.
Nobody's taking anything out of anything.
So let's talk a little bit about the format of Saturday. We're going to show up at noon. That's when music starts, and the food is served at 1. What's the timeline look like?
Yeah, so music starts at noon, and stand-downs over there. Going to talk a little bit about the music lineup in a second. It's buffet style, so we don't want the eating to actually start until 1, when everything's organized. The fish is being grilled at the local restaurants mentioned, Mozambique, Gigi's, White House, and Adolfo's, brought up to Bluebird Park. And so at about 1 o'clock, the food will begin. Music before that, and then at some point after that, when we feel it's the right timing, the raffles will begin, and the giveaways. And so it's never been this organized, but it's still a little disorganized.
Right, it needs to be.
Yeah,
That's the fun of it. That's
Yeah.
the fun part.